I did not create you. Your eye does not heal you. Your eye doesn't do anything for you. There is a we that is with you. It is our, yeah. The I didn't bring you into this world, and the I doesn't sustain you, and the I cannot protect you. And this is my next point. Many of you, because your temples are not clean, you spend no time in conversation with your God. You spend little time in conversation with your Lord and your God. Going to church for 2-3 hours is not being in conversation with your God. Not at all. Not at all. You're in conversation with man, but you're not in conversation with your God. The few prayers that you may send up, it's kind of like going next door to your neighbor, and it's like whenever you need something, it's like a neighbor that you didn't speak to. You saw your neighbor. You live next door to your neighbor. You saw your neighbor. You cross in passing, and yet you never really had a conversation. You really don't even know their name. But first time the rent's due, you're going to go knock on your neighbor's door and say, hey, I need $500. I need $1,000. And I need it now. Can you help me out? And your neighbor's like, what? What? Do I know you? Who are you? Do I know you? That's how your God feels a lot of the times. He's like, hold up. You always come and asking me for something. But you don't come to me. You don't give me none of your time. You don't give me an offering. You don't give me nothing. But you're always asking. Don't you know your Lord can and does say no at times? He does say no at times. And this is around about the season when all sorts of loony craziness happens. Halloween. Well, what you all don't know, because it's in the Bhagavad Gita, and Lord Krishna said it, and that they that worship ghosts and spirits goes to the planet. Not the land, the planet of ghosts and spirits. So, you got to decide who you out here worshiping. All of you out here worshiping ghosts and spirits. Was Mary a god or human? When she died, did she become a goddess, or did she become simply a spirit? A sweet spirit, a good spirit, still a spirit. Mary, spirit. Saint Michael, a spirit. Even, well, I'll let you think about that regarding as to who you can decide is a god and who is a spirit. Okay? But still, getting back to Halloween. Many things happen when you go to bed at night. Your spirit comes from your body. I know that's something you can't comprehend, but it does. Your spirit comes out of your body and you just travel all over the place. You go to foreign lands. You meet interesting, sometimes odd people and beings, and then early morning you wake up and you're like, what was that? Where did I go? How did I get there? Why was that person there? Why were they there? Why did I have to have that experience? Only our God knows as to why certain things happen when you sleep. But I've been hearing some crazy nonsense, and I know it to be true because this crazy nonsense has attempted to happen to me. Many of you got your homes not protected. You got your homes not protected. You got your children not protected. You got yourselves not protected. So you know that we live in a multi-dimensional existence. So when you go to bed at night and you think everything's fine, then in the middle of the night, somewhere out of nowhere, something comes and decides that it wants to touch you. It wants to get busy with you. I know, that's ludicrous, right? But it happens. Google ghost sex. Who in their right mind would entertain something such as that? Ghost sex. Do you really want to know what's happening with you when you having sex with a ghost? You think it's just for fun? That ghost is like a vampire. That ghost is feeding off of you when it is having intercourse or whatever it's doing with you. It doesn't care anything about your flesh. It's not your flesh that it wants. It's your soul. It's your soul. From today forward, guard your souls. We are in the last days whether you like it or not. We are in the last days and you have no control over when that day comes. You do have some control over what happens to your soul. This is the thing. Do you know that, I know a lot of people out here say you can't worship the Lord without being vegetarian or that you can't worship God. You can eat whatever you want to and you can still reach the highest glory. That's not true. Most humans were raised to eat fish and fowl. Fish and fowl. You are mammals. Mankind are mammals. You're not supposed to eat no other mammal. I know you do because it tastes good and it's just something that you do. But just because it is something that you do, you're supposed to stop it. You can drink the milk of mammals, but you're not supposed to eat no mammal. That's why cow's milk, you can drink cow's milk, but you're not supposed to eat the cow. But lastly, what many of you don't realize, and this is more so going back towards esoteric knowledge, and I'm not trying to ward you off the esoteric. I'm trying to get you to educate yourselves on the esoteric so that you'll be aware. You will learn how to live and grow and excel in the education of your God, the knowledge of your God. But lastly, just wanted to tell you that you really, really, really need to be more mindful of your presence here and your comings and goings, and your actions in this life. I mean, granted, if you have just said, willy-nilly bump it, I'm just going to do me and whoever, whatever, I'm going to let you do you. Well, that's the mentality of today. But, this is the thing Lord Krishna said, and this is in closing. I'm quoting from the Bhagavad Gita, the words of Lord Krishna, his exact words. He says that they that live their lives in ignorance of their God returns to the animal kingdom. Returns to the animal kingdom. So that's why in India you always used to hear people say, oh, you better watch what you're doing, otherwise you're going to come back as a dog. You're going to come back as some other animal. You can laugh it off or not. Lord Krishna said that. And if Lord Krishna said it, it's true, whether you believe it or not. So are you out there eating your cows? I know it could be the chicken, it could be the fish too. But still, chicken and fish are the furthest things away from you as humans and being mammals. And I can tell you that I myself eat eggs, not all the time. I even eat some chicken breast. Not all the time, but I still do, because we have pets that eat fish and that eat fowl. We eat no beast in this house. No. That's just, even the animals consume no beast. We do consume milk and dairy products. But even now we are promoting ahimsa products. Next time you eat that cow, ask yourself, who was it in a previous life? Next time you eat that pig, who was it in a previous life? Next time you eat that dog, who was it? Or that deer, or that elk, or that goat, who was it in a previous life? I mean, you can still say the same thing for the chicken and also for the fish. But still, we still are feeding this body, and it's beyond some of us that this body requires or demands meat from time to time. You're not going to go out there and do nothing crazy to feed it, but still, we live in an age now whereby meat was and is a business. So the Lord allows meat works. Choose the meats that you eat. Fish and fowl. That should be it. Fish and fowl. Stop eating mammals. And stop entertaining spirits. And stop allowing unclean beasts and unclean spirits to enter into you. You know your temple, you were told that your body is a temple. So if you won't let your fat disgusting female neighbor or your fat disgusting male neighbor or some person who's been after you and they got disgusting sores and things all over their body, if you won't let none of them touch you in the flesh, why are you going to let something even worse than that enter into you while you are asleep? Depositing whatever uncleannesses it is, and you can't remove it. Not even knowing that it's not even after you, it's after your soul, and you just fed it. Stop that nonsense. Okay? So I know some of you may not be able to comprehend what I've just told you, but still, for the ones that can, elevate up and be happy. So I know this is a little bit off topic, but still, it all is relative. That which is hidden is now being made known. There's a lot more for you to learn, but still, stop entertaining spirits. Unless one day you're going to become one of the very ones that you've been entertaining. And is that really the glory that you want to receive after having lived this life? That's not for me, but the choice is yours, so choose wisely. Hare Krishna.